Hey guys, welcome back to Clownfish TV. This is Kneon. I'm not here with Geeky Sparkles in this video, although I think she might actually like this one. I think she might. We're going to talk about Dungeons and Dragons and how it has transitioned into a lifestyle brand. It becomes more and more apparent that Hasbro just wants to license D&D out to whoever will have it, and whether it's in the case of this book, D&D Crochet. or D&D cookbooks or D&D pumps and purses. Yeah, they're totally cool with selling D&D as a lifestyle brand to your childless aunt who's probably never really played D&D before, but she wants to pick up some dude who plays D&D or something. Go to the comic convention, look the part. I don't know. I mean, look, there are a lot of women that play D&D now. This all goes along with the transition in audience, right? Like D&D is for theater kids, it's for LARPers, it's for Tumblrites. It's no longer for the original demographic, which tended to be more male leaning, but just people who are into fantasy, hardcore fantasy, playing a game, getting together. Stakes were involved. You had to use your brain. Permadeath was a thing. And now it's just a cute and cuddly family brand, I guess. I don't know. It's interesting though, because Robert J. Kuntz, who we have had Mr. Kuntz on the show before, he was on the DREZZED podcast. I don't know if it's been a year yet. It's been several months. Time flies. But he was on. Just go back and check DREZZED. We did an interview with him. Graph Paper Architect was on with me, and we talked to him for about 2.5 hours. Fantastic conversation. So you definitely, if you're into D&D and the history of D&D and TSR, you need to listen to the podcast. I'm not just telling you that because, it's ours, but we just let him talk. We basically said, hey, Robert, tell us about it. Tell us about what it was like. And he did for, damn near 3 hours, and it was great. He's roasting the hell out of this. A lot of the old school TSR creators are roasting the hell out of whatever is left of the brand they helped create with Hasbro. It's like been Disney-fied. He put this tweet up. There's nothing left to what we worked so hard to achieve in 1971 and 1974. Nothing but loose threads. And we'll go out. We'll look at the reactions to this. But it's just another indicator. Like D&D as we've known it, it's over. We did a video the other day talking about how they thought it would be fantastic on the D&D official Wizards D&D Twitter account to put up an image of a showgirl, which didn't look anything like D&D. It's like they're clearly going after, I believe, the romantasy audience. That's what they want. They want women who are into romantasy and crochet and being cat parents. That's what they want. And they can have them, I guess. The rest of us who actually enjoy classic fantasy tabletop, we're moving on to other things. We're moving on to other systems. A lot of us are still playing the old systems. So before we get into it any further, please subscribe for more pop culture news, views, and rants, guys. Just a reminder, we have a couple days left on this. This is actually the second chance offer for the orc enamel pins. Orcs are assholes, all of them, every single one of them. There's not a good orc. They're not people. They're not nice. They're not your boyfriend. They're not your girlfriend. Well, they might be your girlfriend, but they're not your boyfriend. Orcs are awful. They don't have tragic backstories. They just want to burn, maim, kill, pillage, plunder, all that stuff. That's what I believe anyway. Check it out, badorcs.com, and we actually have the prototypes in for these pins. They should be shipping to second chance backers in October, sometime in October. So they look great. They're nice and big. They look as good as pins you'd find in a Disney park, probably because the people that make them also make Disney pins. Yeah, that's a thing. That's a thing. Anyway, there we go. So this is the tweet. I love this. There's nothing left of what we worked so hard to achieve. And they put it up, when was this? Earlier today, 2:00. There we go. Announcing the first official Dungeons and Dragons crochet book. Crochet your favorite creatures, wearables, and household items with 20 patterns inspired by the D&D universe. Oh boy, guys. This is great. This is just what most players wanted. Like, look, it's cute. It's cute. And people have been doing stuff like this at conventions and whatever. I get it. But like, it used to be a proper role-playing system, right? I mean, come on. We used to, like, if they created this account, if we had Twitter in the 1990s, it would be all like barbarians lopping the heads off of trolls or something. Just saying, it'd be some really cool fantasy art. It'd be some like awesome artwork. Here's some new monsters. Here's some play tips. Now it's just like, yeah, hey, we got dancing girls and crochet. Like, it's the game is, again, becoming something that your childless aunt is going to play with her friends and over a glass of wine, D&D themed wine, and a D&D themed wine glass, wearing her beholder slippers or something. You know what I'm saying? That's what this is. It's stupid. I think it's stupid. Geeky would love it. But she doesn't play D&D. She just thinks it's cute. Love this. So somebody put this there. John Delarose, you guys must be joking. This is a parody account. No, D&D is dead. Just stop. Skin suit, skin mask. Haters gonna hate. It's cute. It's cute. It's just, that's not what people want to see, right? Finally, a way to survive combat on a budget. Crochet chainmail. Sure, the dragon's fire will melt you, but you'll look fabulous. And that's what this is about. It's about LARPing and looking fabulous and buying the accessories. And you do realize you're selling Dungeons and Dragons, right? At this point, just sell the IP. It's a disgrace. Shit like this is going to be the dragon dice they put on your tombstone. Gentlemen, always gatekeep the crazy cat lady mindset out of your hobbies. I love women in gaming. Oh my God, you have fallen, not in an epic way, in ridicule. Fluff and Crunch here says, this is so stupid. You're bloating tomorrow's landfills with lifestyle shit instead of focusing on producing a game worth playing. What the hell? What? You guys are just constantly embarrassing yourselves with this sad cat lady nonsense D&D's cooked. Yeah, and this is just days after they put up the tweet with the dancer. And it looks like the new basic set is like a board game, like Chutes and Ladders. Like shoots, ladders, and wine, and cats, and cat piss, and depression, and cold pizza, and unreturned phone calls, and binging Sex in the City while drinking. I don't know, because that's what crazy cat ladies do. They watch Sex in the City, a lot of it, because they're not getting Sex in the City, I guess. I don't know. So, wait, I'm sure that thing in the corner is a beholder. Awesome, I want it. Cute. Okay, you have to be fucking with us at this point. What is even happening? What in the absolute fuck is this? Is this a serious post? Your game is bleeding players to other franchises, and this is the shit you come up with. Diamond Hand says, this will be scanned and uploaded, the PDF of this to various torrent sites soon. Fuck you, Watsy. Most comments, why D&D has become feminized. Why are you catering to crazy cat ladies? D&D is dead. Me, oh cool, I'm going to buy this for my wife. Actually, my wife would love it. She would. But she admits she's not a gamer. She doesn't play tabletop. She doesn't care. She doesn't care about D&D. It bores her. This is why she's hardly ever in the video. She's like, that's the hardcore nerd shit. Yeah, I'm just not into that. That's the math game with the barely dressed women and the demons and shit. Yeah, I'm not into that. Reject modernity, embrace tradition. Yeah, we have more and more of the old school TSR creators coming out and either laying the cards on the table, no pun intended, and just being like, WotC sucks, current year D&D sucks, or just making digs like Margaret Wise and Tracy Hickman with, reject modernity. That whole thing got them into trouble with the modern audience. But the modern audience, they're going to leave you, WotC. They're going to go over to Critical Role's system, I think. They're going to follow Critical Role. And then you've alienated your core audience, the old school fans. You've actually insulted the creators of this system. I mean, they had their 50th anniversary book, and they used the opportunity in the 50th anniversary, the fucking 50th anniversary book of Dungeons and Dragons to talk about the toxic white men in the flyover states. that, they just weren't enlightened enough in the 1970s. That's why everything's so damn racist and white. But thank God we're here to make it browner and gayer, because it's just like, it was really insulting. You could have phrased it so many other ways. Because you said, hey, times change. We respect the legacy of the game. No. They had to throw the creators on the bus. Like, we get it. You don't like these guys. You don't like the fact that the game comes with the baggage, the quote unquote baggage of having a bunch of conservative leaning white men who actually made the game. Some of them overtly religious, overtly Christian. And you hate that. You hate that about it. Because these corporations, they always try to sever ties with the creator of the thing. And they try to rewrite history, be like, well, we just manifested the thing. Hasbro has created very few things themselves. Hasbro has acquired a lot of things, very much like Disney. They've acquired a lot of things that were made by better creators. And they thought they could do better. And they ran the brand into the ground. And now they're going to probably just turn it into, Magic the Gathering. We're just going to pimp this shit out. We're going to have license. I joked in the other video. It said we're going to have, SpongeBob SquarePants and drag queens in the module, because why the fuck not? Because that's our audience now. That's what we want. Yeah, it was fuck off. Knave 2E. Karen 2E. Mothership. There's no return. This has become feminized. Yes. I can't understand how the testosterone of fantasy has been bled dry. Honestly, who is making these calls? The dancing girl now this, who asked for this. Y'all still make stuff for guys. My wife gave me one of those so I can have fun while she's on a trip with her boyfriend. We dare you. We fucking dare you to take the piss even further. Is that what they're doing? But I mean, this is not the first time they've done it. I mean, again, they've got cookbooks, D&D cookbooks. We've got all kinds of stuff, D&D. And even in the new player's handbook, they got, the bakers, the gay bakers, baking bread, because, that's what you want to do. But Reddit was asking 3 years ago, is D&D a lifestyle brand? Is it becoming one, or has it always been one? Is that a bad thing? Yeah, it's a bad thing, because the lifestyle brand is basically shit that you throw on merchandise to sell to people who don't actually play the game. And then they're going to kind of come into the hobby and they don't actually want to play the game. They just want to wear this shit and look like they play the game. Just like Marvel, right? And look at what happened with Marvel. This is 3 years ago. 3 years ago, is D&D a lifestyle brand? A complaint I've seen made by grognards more lately is that WotC is cultivating D&D as a lifestyle brand like Harley Davidson. Yes. Actually, not even Harley Davidson. Harley Davidson, even in its decimated state, has more testosterone than D&D has. Where consumers are meant to make the brand part of their identity by buying lots of merchandise to copy an explanation from the previous thread, something you might hear from a Harley enthusiast. Yeah, that's a nice bike, but I only ride Harleys. They say from under their Harley Davidson hat, taking off their Harley Davidson sunglasses, clean on their Harley Davidson shirt, etc., etc. D&D enthusiasts might say, yeah, other games are fun, but I only play D&D. They say standing on their D20-shaped rug, D20 earrings, glinting in the light, arms crossed over their D&D shirt, and their purses and their pumps and their dresses, their D&D dresses. Do we have D&D panties? Do we have D&D chastity belts? Is that a thing yet? Do you have to roll to see if you get some that night? Dude, you rolled a 1. You're not getting any tonight. I have no doubt this kind of brand loyalty is something WotC loves to foster, but is this really a new thing? Yes, pretty much. D&D has been the name brand of role-playing since the 70s. Yeah, but we played the game. We bought the game. Occasional t-shirts. There was a cartoon show with some action figures, but we didn't have pumps and purses and shit. Okay, we didn't have pumps and purses and shit. And cookbooks and crochet pattern books. Like, I mean, if you want to do that stuff yourself, or you go to a convention, a fan's doing that, that's different. But this is like officially sanctioned girly shit. I'm sorry. Geeky's not here. She'd get mad at me if she heard me saying that. But this is not what D&D was. D&D came out of a time and place that has yet to be replicated, where, we had fantasy and Heavy Metal Magazine and Conan and, freaking Death Dealer, album covers, Frank Frazetta are all that stuff. And He-Man also came from that kind of that same era, that age of fantasy swords and sorcery. And it has all been feminized, all of it. We went to Walmart today. They're remodeling Walmart, and they have an expanded a book section, and it's all like girly shit, like really girly shit. Like, I'm not talking like, men and women would enjoy this. Maybe it's more female focused, but men, they'd be okay with this too. This fantasy, it's whatever. No, clearly girly, dirty girly fantasy romantasy shit, which I wasn't even paying attention to until I realized that like this is the bulk of fantasy literature right now. So this is who they're trying to appeal to. They want romantasy people. Like, okay, go read your smut and then put on your beholder loafers and get your purse, and we're gonna do some LARPing, and we're gonna manhandle the halflings. I don't know what they're gonna do, but yeah, this is just like, this is ridiculous. So this person said the lifestyle brand, plushies, apparel, pillows, mugs, shows, etc. is what happened when a multinational corporation takes over something popular. They milk it. Hasbro views D&D as a profit center. Yes, they don't really care if D&D stays a game or becomes something else. In fact, they'd rather it becomes something really big than merely stay a game. This has happened in the past many times. Profit becomes the central concern, so the initial thing that made the brand popular wilts. Harley Davidson is a great example because I hear their bikes are not as good as they used to be. Yeah, D&D itself is dog shit. But people buy all the shit because they think, well, that's tabletop. I just think it's hilarious that Robert Kuntz called it out. He's been calling it out. This person said, had me in stitches. Yeah, so there we go, guys. Just, it's a lost cause. It's D&D's dead. D&D as we've known it is over and done with. It's been dead. There's so many other systems. There's so many other systems you can play. I'm going to wrap it up. Please subscribe again. Check out, got a couple days yet, badorcs.com. That's badorcs.com. Check out the orc pins before they're gone. Please subscribe. We'll talk later.
Attention, stupid humans. All orcs are evil, just like Gary Gygax and Professor Tolkien warned you. Series 1 of these orc enamel pins are on Kickstarter again for a very limited time. Pick your clan, join the Horde, and cause some mayhem. Go to badorcs.com. That's badorcs.com.